Hello everyone, so it is time to start baling the field. First thing we gotta get out is the sickle mower, and it's kind of packed back in this building. I put it here last year, but the Kubota's in here and there's some other stuff in the way. I'm not entirely sure if I can fit the John Deere back here. I think I can, so I think I'm just gonna move this stuff out of the way and then back the John Deere in here and hook it up. I'm also going to put a hydraulic cylinder on here because the John Deere has a hookup for that. So hopefully that'll work fine. I don't know if the cylinder's any good, so we'll have to see. But that's where we're at. This should be all ready to go. I'll probably grease it up a little bit, but I replaced a lot of the teeth on the sickle bar last fall after I got all done, so should be good to go. But I've never ran it on that John Deere tractor, so we gotta make sure everything lines up right and works. So let's get going. With the 3-point, the shaft isn't long enough. Well, unfortunately, I cannot find that bar that originally was on this sickle mower here. So I don't have a way to hook this up and be able to hook the drive shaft up. So we're not going to be able to use the John Deere to mow the hay or mow the field. So I'm gonna just use the Kubota and mow the field with that. But we're gonna use this when we use the baler. So yeah, sorry. I was really trying. I searched for probably close to an hour for that bar, and I do not know what happened to it. I know I have it. I would not have gotten rid of that, but for whatever reason, it's not here. So I'm gonna get the John Deere back out of here and get the Kubota in here and hook that up and go get that hydraulic cylinder and see if we can get that to work. Oh, there we go. There we go. I just hot hooked to the wrong port. It's working just fine. All right, so it shows these little valve things right here, and I had it hooked to this port over here because it seemed like they both did the same thing, but apparently not. So this port on this side will actually let it release the pressure back into the system, whereas this one won't. So good to know. I learned something. I'm gonna put this cap back on here. We don't need that, and we should be good now. So we're actually ready to head out, and I think I'm gonna take this spring off because we don't need it where we're going, and we should be good to go to head out to the field. All right, we are out here in the glorious field. This grass is definitely ready to be cut, and we have about 5 days before it's gonna rain. So I got the mower all on the Kubota here. I got the cylinder on there so we can raise and lower it. Hopefully it'll last. We do have a little bit of leakage around it, so hopefully it doesn't leak too bad. We get this pulled down here. Like I said before, I wish I could use the John Deere. It just didn't work this time. I'm going to try to use it for baling, even though this tractor would be a lot nicer for baling. The thing is, honestly, I know a lot of you are on this channel because of the John Deere tractor, but the reason I bought this is because it's good at basically everything. It's so much easier to control. It's nicer to use. There's just so much new technology that's in this rather than the John Deere A. I feel like to drive the John Deere, you have to have like 3 arms and 5 legs. It's ridiculous. But this is just so easy to use, and it works so nice, and I don't have to worry about a dead battery in it. So anyway, enough with the rant. Let's start mowing. I got this field almost done. Unfortunately, the hose for the hydraulic cylinder busted the first time I tried to lower it. And the reason it busted is I moved the control in the wrong direction and overpressurized the hose. I was trying to be careful about it, and I was just like barely doing it, but it's just an old brittle hose, so there wasn't much I could do about that. So I can't lift it up with that cylinder at all now. And the other problem is now the cylinder's on there, so I can't lift it up with the handle. And I also didn't bring my tool to take this hose clamp off so I could lift it up and lock it. And I need to be able to lift it up or else it just gets clogged. So yeah, pretty awesome. This would have been so nice if it worked. Like, I could just tell it was gonna be so handy to be able to just lift that up and move around and then drop it back down. I was looking forward to that so much. I honestly might just go and buy a new cylinder and a new hose, because odds are it was actually already leaking around whatever this is. So I might just go buy a whole new one and have it the double acting so I can actually control everything or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I need to get this off here. But honestly, other than that, the sickle mower is working perfect, and it really makes a big difference changing out all those broken and dull blades. Sickle mower has been working awesome, so I'm very happy with that, and it's working great with the mower. I got the cruise control set, just cruising along. When I'm not having to like control the drone and stuff, I can actually make it fairly decent, except for the corners. I am always terrible on the corners, but I was planning on just coming back over with this, lift it up a little bit and just mow those off, but now I can't do that because the hydraulic's broken. So I have to get this all done tonight, and I have that whole other field over there which is probably twice the size of this one. So I don't know what time it is, but I'd like to get done by dark because I don't have a rear light on this tractor yet, and it'd be nice. I guess I really don't need it for mowing, but it'd be nice. But for now, I'm just gonna try to get done mowing, and I need to get the spring back on here so I can manually lift that again. And I'm gonna just be jumping on and off to get right. But the nice thing is I only really have to lift it when I get done if I do it like this. I was gonna try just going down and back to make it nice and squared, like straight rows, but it can't work when I can't lift it. So hopefully the next time we mow with this, I'll have a new hydraulic cylinder on here and we'll actually be able to use it the right way. Well, I got all of it mowed. It's not actually even close to being dark yet, which is nice. It's almost 8 o'clock, so got about another hour of daylight still. But I just love how those sun rays go through the clouds over there. It's just beautiful. I just love being out here at sunset because it always goes down right on the other side of those trees, and it's always so beautiful. It's probably one of my favorite spots to be. But it actually wasn't too bad. The good old sickle mower worked perfect. It honestly didn't have a single break or flaw the whole time. And it cut amazing with all these new teeth on there. And I was actually cleaning some grass out because it got clogged and I accidentally touched one of those, and man, it actually sheared my finger a little bit. But yeah, they're holding up really well. I'm really happy with that. And then let's see what else. I did end up taking the cylinder completely off because it was very difficult to pull this up with it on there, and then the hose was kind of just dragging, so took that off. But man, everything, the tractor's got grease all over it and oil all over it from the hose breaking open. But other than that, it's really good. I think for the next time I need to use this, I'm gonna go buy a new hydraulic cylinder. They're not that much. I think the hose actually costs more than the cylinder, and it just would make this so much easier. And I wouldn't have to deal with this clogging all the time. I could get it done in way less time. So, and I also feel like I could do a cleaner job. I wouldn't have little patches of grass sticking up everywhere, because then I could lift it back up, line everything up right, and then go. And I wouldn't have to just make a tight turn as tight as I can and hopefully get it all. But I'm not the best at making really tight turns and catching all the grass. I haven't figured out the art of that yet. But I just want to leave you guys with this beautiful sunset, and that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one for raking and possibly baling in the same one, or maybe just raking. Depends how it goes if we break something. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye.